names. Okay, perfect. We'll start. Okay, remember to mute yourself, girls, for a second, and then we'll get later on. All right, welcome to Mindset. This is I'm excited for this roundtable because I've never done it. So this is a new topic, and I had decided to make it because I just saw a few people commenting about body image, about wanting to fit in, and I thought, yeah, that's very useful, and that's very useful. Hopefully, we should have about 20 plus people. I don't know where if they lost themselves, but you know that's what happened. I know that a few people I talked today, they will come later. Okay, so that's great, and I'm gonna start in a second about sharing a few things, but let me just see if I can start sharing the video here. And let me see if I can share this. Yeah, all right, this is what we hear today, okay? How to finally feel good in yourself and feel like you can fit in, okay? I see here that new people are coming in. When you come in, please mute yourself. So this is a mindset call for those of you that never been here before. This is something that it's something I like to give you on top of what we already have here, because mindset, in my opinion, is very important, and it's important to get deep, okay? Like some of these calls are gonna be very straight in your face, but it's sometimes needed, okay? Today you're gonna learn how to be yourself and feel like yourself in your body so that you can fit in, okay? And this is important because you need to be able to feel good in your body when you want to be able to kind of do everything else, right? So this is important. And again, today what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna announce a winner of not the winner of the challenge, but one of the winner of the 1 month field food tracking free tuition, because I have put out a something that, like, the Friday we're gonna have Ashley go with the winner itself. It's gonna be the $50 plus the service, and then the second one is gonna get 25. But also I said there is at least like one that I want to give away based on meritocracy, based on people, in my opinion, who deserve to win. And I'm not saying in any shape or form that none of you does, but there is one person that, in my opinion, did a little bit more. And then obviously I'm happy to say that she's here. And so whoever you are, don't leave, because I'm going to announce that at the end. Like, if you leave, you lose this thing. So like, whatever you need to do, don't leave. And then, of course, this that I wanted to share, which is kind of funny to me, that I did say that, like, I did put this this post, and I said, okay, I'm gonna basically give an extra one free, which is given by me tonight, okay? And then I said, a couple of extra partial one, right? The funny part is that tons of people that didn't do the challenge, and they might see this sort of replay, and obviously if there is some sort of replay, they can catch it somehow in the email, whatever. And I asked, you must like fill this stuff in. And one of the question is, you didn't take the challenge, tell me why. I'm very curious to see what they say, because obviously it's funny to me that this challenge was free all along, and like now, because we say that we're gonna give stuff for free, people want to win it. Okay, so it's funny to see that. Okay, please mute yourself. There is a person that is not muted, and I'm not sure why, and then I don't see it here, but like, oh, maybe it's okay. There you go. Mute yourself. Perfect, excellent. Today we're talking about again, feeling good in your skin. And this is something that I like to start it off this way. For a very long time, I used to be a guy that went to clubs. And obviously one thing that I know all the time is, like, you see the pretty girls hanging out with pretty girls. Like, you see people like looking a certain way. And then we used to make fun of these people. Like my friend, not fun of them, is like make fun of the fact that how do all of them look so good all together? And then, like, you have like they look, aside from looking good, they look very confident, right? Then there is the other side of the club, somebody that looks less confident. You can kind of see them with the straw. It's like they don't know, they're looking around, they're looking very, very, weird, like, in a way, like you can detect that confidence is less. And it's funny because I'm sure you had that before. It's like some people want to like hang out with people, and then some other people hang out with different people, and like they all look the same somehow most of the time. I'm not saying all the time, but that's a pattern. And we used to say to that, my friends, like maybe we are me and a guy, and it's like two people. There's one pretty girl and the other one not so pretty, but the other one, sometimes all the pretty one, they don't even look at you. And for a very long time, that was me. I was like, oh my God, I wish they look at me, right? But then they don't. And it's like, how come they all hang out to themselves, and how come they're all in the same way? Meaning like the same attitude as well. Like, this confidence, this almost like too good for other people kind of per thing, right? And this is like, I thought it was something random, and then I researched it. It's like, what about like, you know, when like I'm in the field of psychology that I study for that, but also something that I like to do to myself. I always say like, why is that? Why is people that look the same hang out with the same people, right? And it's like, it's crazy because like as humans, and I researched, and that's something in psychology, we tend to we are drawn from people that we feel like they look like them, meaning like we are similar, not looking the same, but kind of like on the high status kind of person or on the low status kind of person. You never want to feel like you're the sore thumbs on the upside or in the downside. You always want to feel like you fit in, right? And this is a problem in a way sometimes, because it's like, if you know, there is a whole saying, okay? If you hang out with a cripple, you know how to limp, right? You learn how to limp. And it's like not a cripple in a way that somebody has this disability, but more so like, you know what I mean? It's like somebody that like is not good for you, it's toxic. You learn how to be like them, the environment, right? If you hang out with monkeys, your life become a circus. It's a whole saying, but it's true. It's like you never want to feel like that. Like the problem is that the behavior creates reality. If you hang out with the wrong people, with the environment, you basically become who you hang out with. And like you tend to dress like them, you tend to look like them, you tend to act like them. And it's like, then there is like, if you do it for long enough, you build that identity that usually is something like, okay, we are the cool girls, like the one that I just saw, like perceived cool, maybe not, but like perceived, right? Then yeah, we are the slow people, we are the poor people, we are the rich people, we are like the people that were sick. These are my personal favorite. People that has, you know, pre-diabetic or diabetes always has some sort of like, oh, we feel like we're sick, or we are the smokers, or we are the alcoholic, right? Like there is always some sort of identity you attach. And this is like, because for nature, people always want to fit in. Okay. And why you want to fit in? Like if you maybe watching this right now and you're like, yeah, that was me, or that is this me, or it was me. There is always like a specific why. And it's like, because you usually are not sure who you are, and you're not sure where you're going, and you're not clear with the vision that you need to build for your own. Okay. And therefore, like you want that your body, you pretend your body reflects that. Like you associate the body the way it looks from that, which is obviously a problem. Because if you came here today, and I'm not happy you did, you're probably few of the people that says, they hope, or you hope, that I can say something that is going to change that I can say something that is like magically going to make you feel like you fit in. So unfortunately, if that's the case, I still want you to stay, but obviously that's not what's going to happen. I cannot make that happen, right? What I can do, I can give you a framework to see the world in a different way. And like I'm sure if you do that stuff, starting today, starting tomorrow, you're going to see it very differently, okay? And it's more so, like I said last time, and again, this is a pattern for what we do here. It's more so like who you become, as matching your body becomes the identity you kind of matching. And obviously there is specific way you want to be doing that, okay? We said it multiple times, but this is, I feel like it's important to kind of get what it is. It's like, get uncomfortable, do it, like get comfortable being uncomfortable. Like you heard that probably 1,000 times, but probably, needless to say, you've never really done it, or you probably wouldn't watch this unless you're a person that is in the process, and you're all doing very, like I'm like, it's amazing. All of you that are here have amazing progress, which is crazy, because it's like the people that need the most, as usual, they're not here, and I don't know why. But what can we do? I mean, like, you know, the best thing I can do, I can make this thing available for replay and say, okay, listen to this and actually do something with it. That's probably the best thing. But what I mean by that is like, you really need to do something that scares you. Like, it's like, some people feel like you go to a Starbucks coffee, right? For those of you, like some maybe been in Europe, like there is in Europe too, but it is something similar. It's like there is a line, right? Or like you go to the store, there is a line, and then there is always this person try to cut the line. And for years, like you maybe watch this line, it's like, oh, I should say something, but I don't want to get in a conflict, right? And then one time you go up on Monday and you see the line and you see this happen, maybe not you, but maybe somebody else, and you feel like you should say something, but it's not you. And you don't want to say it because it's like, oh, maybe something will happen. And then one day you go up and you say it, right? And it's like, hey, there is a line for reasons here, right? And it's like, well, that's not something scary to me, but that's something logical that should happen. But if you didn't think that's scary, that's probably scary to you. You want to start by those things. It's like you want to start by doing the things that are logical, but it should be, logical. But for some people, it's not, right? So that's the one thing. The second thing, and again, like this is like, it comes natural to me, like, and again, this is, in my opinion, that's my biggest trait. And I know that the people that get results in here is because they get that. Like you feel me as a person, and it's like, you don't want to be liked from people. Like you don't necessarily need to be, or you don't care what other people think. And this is important because it's like, whether it's my peers in my business, or it's like clients or families, or like I don't really care what their opinion is, on a sense of like telling, like, I don't let this touch me in a sense, right? Especially if it's a person I don't care about. I know that some people I see here, care about that. Like care about stuff like when you get a comment, when you get either positive or negative, when somebody notices you in a certain way, whether they know that you are gaining weight, losing weight, whatever. The thing is that this is the following. It's like, if you care about that, that's a problem, because we are, as humans, we are very not hardwired to deal positively with information we don't like. And this is a problem, because it's like, as we're supposed to kind of be almost like, we feel like we're supposed to have all the information we like. When we don't like, we react bad. You need to understand something important. Words will never physically hurt you. Never physically hurt. Like words that you say, like, you will never get hurt, okay? And if you care about what other people think or say about you, whether it's a comment or about, oh, looking at this, they look at you, maybe you're with a bikini and you're inside the pool, and it's like, oh, they giggle, they laugh. It's like making, like, them obviously making fun. It's like, if you care about what people then you don't know think, okay, you're weak. You are weak-minded, like you have a high problem with self-esteem, and there is only one way to fix it. It's like, you either want to fix it, or you accept that. And the very first thing is like, okay, accept that words can never physically hurt me. And if they hurt me, mind is like, there is some work that I need to do, right? And that is as simple as practicing. This is kind of like what some of you are not gonna name. It's like, some of you, we had this conversation. It's like, you need to do the practice. This is the hard part. It's like, you need to practice. It's like, I know it's not easy, but that's the work, and it's not required. And it's like, if you have goals in life, you want to actually, like, the comments, the whatever, like, they need to go off your shoulder like that down. And it's like, I need to, like, if you focus on the comments on the shoulder, it's like, then it's like, you're not focusing on your goals. And we need to focus on your goals, on your own goals in life, whether it's fitness, business, like whatever, right? Remember that work can never hurt you. Never, ever, ever. If they do physically, and I'm not saying it could, when somebody says, like, you're with somebody, like a person, your relationship, and then you get split up, and then, like, that's somebody you care about. Like, it's normal that it's going to hurt you, right? But somebody you don't care about, your peers, even friends sometimes, even family, like, that you really don't care. It's like, man, like, why would you care? Like, why would you put even some time to think about that rather than put your goals? Because you already have tight for time to actually do your goals, right? So that's important, okay? And again, I know it's in your face, and I know, like, it's not personal with anybody in specific, but you need to hear that. Like, there is no way, like, if I'm not straight up in your face, and you're still gonna say, oh, cool, I see a webinar, the guy said, okay, we know we shouldn't really care, but then I care. Like, you need to hear what it is. It's because you're weak. And it's not in a bad way, because it's like, you just need to become stronger. When you can only go from a place that you become stronger. You're not from a place that you are smaller. Like, you can only get higher, okay? Cool, so that's like the second one, okay? The third one is like, set high expectations. Like, I see this all the time. I see people setting low expectation, too low. It's like, and of course, it's not on you. It's like, from ever, like, the way you were groomed, the way, like, maybe your siblings. It's like, set high expectation. The expectation, like, people that tell you to set low expectation is because they told themselves to set low. And it's like, they said to do it this way is because if it's low, when you fail, you're not going to feel bad. And this sucks, because it's like, it's very short-sighted. Low action is low reward. We know that, right? And again, it's like, this is kind of what it comes when, okay, on the phone all the time, it's like, okay, I need to lose 50 kilo. If I lose 30, I'm going to be happy. That's low expectation. This is like, at the end, you're going to lose 10 if you're happy. If you say, I need to lose 50, I'm gonna lose 60, you're gonna do anything you can to lose 60. I'm saying that I have coached over 2,000 people in my whole life, probably something like that. And I see 3 patterns. It's like people that like some you might have seen the case study of Marissa, people like that had pretty much nothing. They didn't have $50 to come into the program. Somehow, like I get her to come in, but it's like they have nothing. They have depression. They have and they have a very high desire to change, right? And they do everything it takes, and they change. They set out expectation. They change, and they keep it because they go from losing the weight was the first expectation. Then they run a marathon. That's like high expectation. The second portion of people is the one that are come in and they say, okay, I lose some, like I get somewhere, right? And they get pretty good results, but then like they change the body, but they don't change the mind. And then they say, oh, I think, Jerry, I can go on my own right now, right? We know that probably in a span of 1 or 2 years after that you get the results, you lose the results if you don't change your mind and your habits. We know that. It's proven now. And it's like, they usually end up coming back and it's like, cool, we can get you back and we can get you started again. But you basically waste 6 months of like, why would not like, I mean, they're convinced that they changing, but they really didn't change, right? And then there is the third category. By the way, none of you in this category is this category. And probably 90% it is this category. The people that lose weight and they lose it, maybe even they get good results in about a week or 2. But when they see that it's hard, something hard to do, there is sacrifice to be made, they stop. And those are the ones that say to me the most, it's like, I really want is important for me. Okay, so the point that I'm making is like set high expectation. And I love it because all of you are here and there is a few of you that are not 100% in the program. And, you know, those are the, like some of you are getting amazing results with all the resources, all this video that I make it available to everybody. It's like, this is what it takes. It doesn't take like, don't need to like fully go in on yourself. All you need to do is caring and say high expectation, okay? And this takes me to the last one, probably like the most important one. And I would say that comes from like, you might have heard that before. And by the way, this all this mindset stuff is never necessarily come only through me. It's just learning for what it is. But this, you probably have heard it in Tony Robbins before. You should stop living into shoulds and you must live into must. Get your standard to be high, meaning like you don't want to like all of us say we should do something, we should do that, we should go to the gym, we should go do that, and then like should means that the way you word yourself is like you don't really have to, right? It's like if it doesn't happen, it's okay. I should, but it doesn't, right? Then one day something happened, and it's like it really hurts you. It's like somebody make a comment they shouldn't make. Somebody is like, oh, and you realize that what they're saying is the truth. It's like, oh yeah, I am 10 kilo that I have to lose. I don't have to shoot anymore. I have to do it. I must. So you get enough. You get rock bottom. The people that I said before, people that are depression, right? And obviously I'm telling you this now because I hope I saved some. It's like, I don't hope that you don't get there to realize that you have to do something like you do it before. You raise your standards, right? And the thing is that when you say should, and it's not a should, but you find a way to make it happen. Because it's like you realize like I need to do it. It's like it's something I need. And whatever thought impossible before, you make it happen. You make it happen. It's like, and that's in one area of your life, you make it happen, right? The funny part is that this should be in several areas of your life. Like if you do that in multiple areas of your life and you make that happen, right? All in the sudden, something magical happened because, like I said, you attach meaning to it. Humans are not good at doing one. Humans are good into conserving energy. It's evolutionary. You don't want to do, you provide, like you are wire your brain not to do work because it's like, it's kind of like what we need. But humans, they have something that like that's very different, that very instinctive. Animals have it instinctively, but humans have it. It's like, you never have to, you're never good at fulfilling your potential, but you're really good on following through on you feel like you are. Meaning like you're good at following through on the person that you feel like you are. So if your identity is the smoker that stops smoking and it's like a streak, and or the emotional eater, or the alcoholic, oh, I haven't had alcohol for now 2 years sober. That's ridiculous to say. It's like sooner or later you're gonna relapse because like you still feel like the smoker. Or like you should say, okay, I'm stop drinking because it's like that's my self-care, and I'm becoming a different person. You're very good on following through who you are. So you must live. And then again, this is a framework. It's not like somebody's like watching and say, oh yeah, but it's difficult when you're a smoker, right? It's like, yeah, sure, but you need to raise your standards. If you raise your standard, if you do your best to raise the standards, then it becomes reality. Why this is important? Why this is important? Because it's like, you need to get the first memory. The first memory is like, everybody here watching is like, you have built an identity of the person that you are. It's like, okay, now I'm fat. Now cannot like, now I have the hormone that is not allowing me to lose weight. Now I cannot go to the level that I need to get. They're like, you need to get the memory of the person that you shatter this belief, the self-belief you have, you break it, you eliminate it. And it's only real when you see it's real. When you see the scale going down after a year or two, that's real. When you feel like you have more cardio to run more and you can, that's real. When you feel like the first day you're making tons of whatever money, like in your business or whatever, that's real. Like whenever you get this relationship, you thought it wasn't possible, that's real. Like you need the memory, because when you get the first memory, something magical happen again. It's like you're able to replicate it. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's possible. You believe it's possible. So it's very important that you get that. Very, very important. If you do that, chances are if you've done it once, you can do it again and again and again. So this is what it is. With this being said, lady, one thing I want to do, go in the group and write a post tomorrow or on this week saying who you feel like you are based on this call. Like, and what are you going to do to raise your standards? Like, I know there is an identity associated with any of you, whether it's positive, negative, whatever. Do this exercise for me. It's going to make a massive difference, okay? I feel like this call is something that a lot of people need to hear. We might make this replay available, but this is very important that it's like, those of you that are here, and I saw some emotions in the face, like I noticed that it will change some lives. And for me, it's like this is what you need to hear. And it's a framework. Like in fact, you go all like I'm gonna make this replay available even if it was just for you. It's a framework. Watch it again, just hear it, and just live that way. Because like it will require work. It's not easy, but it will require work. But it will do that. With this being said, I will now award, in my opinion, like what was the one like it will still be a winner. It actually will be two winners this Friday. I'm going to award an extra one. So it's still going to be one free, and then there's going to be the partial one. I'm going to award an extra one because I really wanted to do it. I saw amazing work in this challenge, but I know one person here need more than others. And also, funnily enough, is a person that, in my opinion, did the challenge like I would love everybody to have done it. I would say all of you here that I see did the challenge like, let's say, 95 to 98%. There is one that person that did it, in my opinion, 100%. And she's Dory, she's here. You have won this. I wanted to give it to you because like you took pictures like you wanted, what I wanted. You really calculated everything. You took skin folds. Like this is why the way that I didn't think it was fair that the wheel to spin and choose the winner. Like one is gonna be anyway. If you win the other one as well, like you would still win the prize, the money, but obviously you cannot stack the months. But like that one, I wanted to give it to you because you did it differently. And again, please, the other one, don't say like, I mean, you all did it very good, but taking the picture, looking the skin fold, commenting, really going into deep in research. And like, that's why this kind of challenge, this is why I wanted to do. If we had, and this is like the impact that I wanted to give, if we had, like all of you here, like if we had at least 20, 30 people doing that, I mean, right now, some people would have broken the weight plateau, which is crazy to me that it's like, it requires, like, remember what I said, it requires work. It's like, you need to do it in a certain way. And it's like, if you do it, high work, high reward. A lot of people that said they were going to come here, they're not here. And I said, okay, this is why I don't like, I mean, I could give 10 of those free, but it's like, why am I not doing it? Because people won't do it. Like they won't even do it for free when it's free. And you, Dory, and Cecilia is another example. You're here and you just took this group and you are posting and you're like, and this is what I want this group to be. Like at the end, it's like is a measure of impact as well. Anybody wants to unmute and say hi or say anything or ask anything? Like we got some minutes to go. Then I have we still have like about 5 minutes or so, and I have an onboarding call of a new person coming in. This program is becoming amazing. We have people coming in all the time, so I'm really happy. Anybody want to say anything, ask anything or something, like aside from that? Like Lamis.
Yes, hi, Jerry. Thank you. That's really great. And I just wanted to make sure, I'm not sure I understood what you said about the two things we will be posting.
Yes,
Uh,
the question number one. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'll write a post. I'll tag everybody, but I'm gonna write a post. Like the question is like, who do you see yourself as when it comes to your identity? Like, you know how some people see themselves like, I am the depressed person, I am the happy person, I am the poor person. Like, you have an identity who you feel like you are, and then what are
mhm,
you gonna do? What is your plan to get you out of that? Meaning, like, how do you raise your standards to be that person, not to be that person, sorry, to be like elevating yourself away from that person? Simple two question, but it's like, I know that if most of you are going to post, then there is going to be people reacting and kind of like commenting with you. And like the funny part in this thing is like, you must understand that it's never about only one thing that you say, but like about really interacting with your own mind and understand where to go from there, right?
mm,
Judging from what I'm seeing here, I think like you guys liked it. Like some of you, like most of you are like I'm seeing the faces when I say, and it's like where it was emotional, where it was just like it got to the point, probably more than the first one. And this is why I like I will probably just write a post and say, okay, if you want the replay like that, this one is something that I feel like everybody should hear. It's important, and because at the end of the day, it can change somebody's life if they do it. Not many people are willing to do the work, but if you are, you will change that.
mm.
Is that clear,
I
Lamis? I'll make a
wish,
post and
y-
then
yeah,
like you can
yeah.
just respond to that.
Yes, I wish it was longer. I wish you talked longer. You
I
spoke
know
longer
I have
about
like an
that. It
onboarding
was
call,
really
like
great. Yes.
yeah, I know, when we talked on the phone the other time, like I hope it's going better, that situation, and yeah, I know that I always like to have this conversation with you.
Yes, yes, much better. Yeah,
But if you
you're
need any
always
help,
give me
reach
something
out,
new.
yeah?
Okay,
You
okay.
need help, reach out.
Thank
Don't
you.
wait.
Thank
Anybody
you.
else want to say something? We have 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I would
Yes,
like to.
yes. You deserve
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you
Yeah, well,
deserve. I know
yeah,
I'm not I know I'm not making anybody mad from that decision, because it's like I see other people happy, but it's like you deserve it, you need it. Like I feel like you have way to go. Like it's not like you know, you're not where you need to be, but you also are somebody that, like, again, with little things, it's like you just do the maximum. And it's like this is kind of like the how the group should be. It's like, believe it or not, to be successful, everything is in there. No, the thing is that many people need a different journey to be successful, but everything information wise is in there. Then some people take advantage of it and some people
yeah.
take less advantage of it. It's a very it's some called like a backbreaker kind of challenge. It's like it's a lot of work. We're gonna have one that is gonna be carb cycling down in the summertime. That's gonna be like people that wanna commit. It's gonna be like for all of you in the program is free.
Mm-hmm.
Like one's gonna be a small commitment, but it's like those one that are month challenges, 3-week challenge. Those one are the one that makes the difference. Like, believe me or not, like in a week or two now, you're gonna be like you're gonna have lost the kilos. Like I promise you. It's like that. It's that good. It's like, but of course, even if you just drink more water is good, or if you just go to walk is good. And those challenges for habitual, I see a much more engagement, but it's because those are easy. It's like everybody can do it, right? But when you need to do some
Yeah.
more work is when it's necessary. And when I saw, okay, the comments that like the skin fall is like, yeah, should definitely want it. I mean, like wanted like want, right? So it's like, why not having you test that out? Like, because at the end it's like food tracking, you need to like it. Some people just do it and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't like it, but it's like, I mean, not that I like it, but I wouldn't do it all the time. And it's like, you must like it, because if you're an athlete and you like it, I mean, that's going to be successful. That's the best way to go, right? But personally, it's like
Yeah.
tomorrow I'll make one post about teaching you all how to like my fitness pal I'm going to use, and then I'm going to make like how to really cut that. And then I'm going to go live on it's going to be like strategy to create a sustainable cut. That's going to be part of the challenge, but it's also something that you can use anywhere. But
it sounds very interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, again, all this information, I always hope that people take advantage, because if they did, like they would have results right away. And then you need context, you know, like, of course, the best way is like working together and making sure that you apply it. But like, provided you know how to do that, and some people do, I mean, there is no reason why the information shouldn't be available to everybody. That's the one thing. Okay, somebody else? We have a few other people there. We still have 7 minutes, so if you want to say something, come on, don't be so shy. You're only 6 of you. That's like 5.
Maybe I can jump in.
Jump in. We have couple more minutes.
So yeah, thanks a lot. I think you said it all actually today, and also regarding what I think we discussed as well one time or last time. It's really, for me, it's really about self-image. So how do you see yourself? And if you have, so I can share personal as well story, because I did it not so long time ago. Yeah, you just write your self-image. And if there is something that you do not like in there, then you can actually write what would be then your, let's say, best yourself that you would like to have on several aspects. And I remember when I did this exercise, then I understood really this quote from one of Shakespeare's actually also thing, to be or not to be. So this is very known for everyone since, I don't know, ages. And then at some point it really resonated to me, because when I was writing this self-image, then it was not about, okay, what the others thinks or what the other want me to be, or it was for one time what I wanted to be. And then I said, no, actually, to be or not to be, no, I want to be, and this is what I want to be. So I think it's very, very important. Of course, in life also, sometimes you are, no matter how also, let's say, can be also very self-confident. Sometimes there are ups and downs as well in life. And it's important to always come back back and get synchronized with who you are or who you would really like to be. And then everything else, I mean, derives from there. The rest is just, let's say, coming, I want to say. So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Like, I feel like you made leaps, like you've been here, what, 2 months? Not even, like, you just made, like, not only leaps, your body shows the difference, but like your mind is already like, I mean, you're building up to be that person. Like, remember, it's like all of you, by the way, like just by coming here today, I just, okay, cool. Yeah, so by you being here, it's something that you should understand. Like, of course, that is up to you if you want to do it or not, but it's like, you basically are becoming more leaders of anybody, like you're inspirations for other people. Like when you say that your body's transformation, most of the people are going to look and it's like, oh, they're transforming the body. What are they doing, right? What diet, whatever are they doing? Very few are going to get to the point of say, who are they really becoming? Very few are going to make this out, like not so many are going to do that. But when you talk to them and it's like, oh, but it's really by changing my mind, by doing my habits. And it's like, you really impact people, you know, not only in this group, but also around your life, right? When you talk to friends, like I'm getting a lot of messages from other people say, oh, you know, that somebody suggested me, is like, you look very different in what you do than just like a yeah, because this is not a weight loss program. It's like, it's a transformation program, right? And again, like, that's good because people talk, and then it means that it also means that you know, like, you're becoming these people, right? And it's like, when you get to where you need to be in life, whether it was for me or whatever, like I would like to think that if your journey was in like with my program, like you are able to impact other people, because that's going to make a huge difference. And this is why I wanted to make these things available to everybody, because like when you understand that it's not really about the body only, or at least not only, it's about the mind, it's a huge difference. With this being said, I thank you so much for what you're doing in the group. Like, you're doing a lot of work, like you're doing very good. Keep going, okay? The challenge is not over. Well, today is just like you still can win this thing. Like most of you that are competing, just do it for you, if anything, yeah. And then be good, because like be excited, because I just made my own marketing calendar for the next 3 months. I'm gonna do something very different. Like it's gonna be challenges that are gonna probably be once a month, but there's gonna be every time a team. I see that the thing that you guys want the most is like, you know, workouts, like the hormones. Like we're gonna dive deep every month into something. You know, one time in menopause, one time in thyroid. Like it's gonna be very, 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 very cool. So like be excited, because this group, like it's not foreseen to put any brakes on. So like you just keep going. And we're probably gonna put a mindset call probably at least once every month, a month and a half. Depends of what you like, but this is pretty much what it is. Keep going. You're doing amazing, all of you. Thank you for coming. Hopefully it's like, Doria, I'm like shoot me a message later on Messenger. I'm gonna set you up with that thing. But aside from that, again, keep posting until Friday. Friday, I'm gonna make a live going with the spin. All of you are doing pretty much good, because it's like you have about 15, 16 entries. Obviously, when it's a food tracking challenge, none people are gonna track multiple times a day. I mean, you're not gonna make 10 posts. When it's a workout challenge, it's tough for me, because like some of you like to do 10 planks, and it start from like in one day we have like 100 and something entry. But aside from that, it's gonna be easy to count this time. So thanks again for the work you're doing, and we'll talk very soon. Take care. Bye. Take care. Have an amazing. If you want to unmute, you can.
Okay. Bye.
Take care.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. It was a pleasure.
Thanks so
Bye-bye.
much, Jerry.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah,
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Love you all.
Thanks everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bye.
you too.